Welcome to Scare Time Story, where nightmares breathe and every sound in the dark could be your last. If you're brave enough to stay till the end, keep your lights low and listen. Lena Ward had always loved wolves. That's why she drove 6 hours into the northern mountains to record them for her college research. No neighbors, no signal, just her, the forest, and the howling that never stopped. She parked by the cabin just before sunset. The road behind her disappeared into a wall of fog. A single light flickered in the cabin window, as if the place had been waiting. Her camera blinked red recording. She laughed nervously. "No phone, no people, no distractions," she said into the lens. "Just wolves." The wind answered with a low, cold whistle through the trees. That night, the forest was quiet, too quiet. Then came the first sound. Not a howl, more like a scream swallowed halfway through. Something scraped against the cabin wall. When she looked out the window, she saw nothing, just shifting fog and the black outlines of pines. She told herself it was her imagination. But deep down, she felt the forest watching. The next morning, she drove down to the nearest village for supplies and maybe some reassurance. The people there stared at her like she didn't belong. Inside a small shop that smelled of smoke and herbs, an old man froze when he saw the tattoo on her wrist, a small crescent moon she'd had since childhood. "You shouldn't be here during the blood moon," he said. His voice shook, as if he was remembering something, not warning her. She tried to laugh it off. "I'll be gone by Sunday," she said. But his eyes didn't blink. "Not soon enough," he whispered. That night, Lena set up her sound recorders around the cabin. The air felt heavier, colder. Through the headphones, she could hear the forest breathe. Wind, crickets, then something else. A low, rhythmic sound. Footsteps, heavy, slow. Moving around her cabin in a circle, she called her mentor on the satellite phone. "Dr. Hayes, I think there's something wrong with the wolves here." Static swallowed his reply, but she caught fragments. "Pack behavior, dangerous, leave before." The line died. Then, just outside her window, a growl. She grabbed her flashlight and stepped outside. The world was mist and moonlight. Her boots sank into soft mud as she followed a faint trail of blood into the woods. The smell hit her first iron and rot. She lifted the light and froze. A deer lay torn open, ribcage split like paper. Whatever did this wasn't hunting to eat. That's when she heard the breathing behind her. Slow, deep. She turned. 2 golden eyes stared back from the dark. The flashlight shook in her hands. "Who's there?" she whispered. The eyes blinked once and then lunged. Her scream cut through the forest. The camera fell, and everything went black. She woke up at dawn on the forest floor, her clothes torn, her hair matted with mud. Her arm burned, but when she looked, there was no wound, just dried blood. She stumbled back to the cabin, shaking. Every sound was too loud, every scent too sharp. She could hear her own heartbeat too fast, too strong. She looked in the mirror. Her pupils were huge, swallowing the color of her eyes. A low sound escaped her throat, not human, not animal, something between. She pressed record on her camera. "Something's wrong with me," she whispered. Night came fast. The moon rose larger than she'd ever seen it. Her breathing quickened. Her skin felt tight, pulsing with heat. Veins rose under her flesh like dark ropes. She fell to her knees as her hands began to twist. Fingers lengthened, nails split and blackened. Her bones cracked, not breaking, but reshaping. Her spine arched, ribs stretching. Her scream dissolving into a growl. In the mirror, her reflection rippled, eyes gold, teeth sharpening. She slammed her fist into the glass, but the reflection moved on its own. It grinned back. Her voice turned to snarls. Her hair darkened and spread down her arms. candlelight flared. Shadows spun. The cabin shook as she fell forward, no longer screaming, howling. Then the door burst open, and she was gone. Somewhere in the forest, under the blood moon, the hunt began. A figure ran on all fours, fast and heavy, breath steaming in the cold. Trees bent as it passed. The forest itself seemed to flinch. Mark, her boyfriend, had come looking for her. He called her name through the fog. "Lena? Are you there?" Something answered, a low growl that turned into a roar. He spun, flashlight trembling in his hand. Then came the blur claws. Fur, blood, silence. The forest went still again. When the sun rose, the woods were silent. Lena lay in the clearing, pale and shivering, naked under the dawn. Her hands were stained red. She sat up slowly, dazed, confused. Her camera lay nearby, cracked, still recording. She picked it up and stared at the last image frozen on the screen, her own eyes glowing gold. Mid-scream, she stumbled back to the cabin. The door was broken, the floor covered in mud and claw marks. The scent of blood hung heavy in the air. She sat in front of her camera, whispering, "The full moon doesn't change you, it just shows what's already inside." Her voice cracked, tears slid down her face. Then, for just a heartbeat, her reflection in the shattered lens blinked on its own. The pupils turned gold. A low growl echoed from deep in her chest. And from the forest, far away, another howl answered. This was the night she became the wolf. If you made it to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe, because here on Scare Time Story, every full moon brings something new and something hungry.